Joey Zukran, who's a class action attorney specializing in consumers' rights, is on the line. So, Joey, this one comes from Amazon. And I thought it was important to do this because we know just about everyone at one point or another has used Amazon. This is rather specific. So, what is this class action suit about? Who gets money here? How do you qualify?
So good afternoon. Thank you for having me on. So this class action was filed a couple of years ago against Amazon, Wayfair, and Home Depot. So there were several companies that were targeted. Home Depot settled early on. Amazon and Wayfair vigorously contested authorization. An authorization judgment was rendered in our favor. It was authorized by the court, and a settlement was subsequently reached. So who's concerned? It's anyone who's purchased an extended warranty on the Amazon website since July 2019 up until around July 2023, which would be the date where the practice was modified. And anyone who would have purchased an extended warranty during that period would have not received the legal notice required under the Quebec Consumer Protection Act. So today, if you were to go to Amazon's website or any big retailer in the province, you'll see that big notice at the front of the cash that says, under Quebec law, you are protected for the purchase of an item, taking into account its intended use, the price paid, et cetera, et cetera. And therefore, before selling you an extended warranty, the merchant actually has the legal obligation to inform the consumer in writing and verbally, not online, verbally not online, of course, but definitely in writing, of the existence of the Quebec legal warranty. So Amazon agreed to a settlement, which people have received, the concerned class members have received a notice of because they do have everybody's email. And very simple. All you have to do is click on the link in the email that says claim now, and you can receive up to 100% of the price paid for the warranty.
Okay, so again, first of all, that email that you just alluded to now, who sent you this? Amazon, if you were the Amazon customer, or who?
Exact. So it's a company, it's a settlement administrator appointed, agreed to by the parties, designated and appointed by the court called Concilia, Concilia. I hope I spelled that right.
Okay.
They are designated by the court and working closely with myself, class counsel, as well as Amazon and their attorneys. There was a bit of an evolution. So if you've received this email since January, there were 3 emails sent. The first one was about a very simple, basic email. The last version that was sent this week actually has Amazon's logo and a bit more use of Amazon colorful, the colors and the theme. Mm-hmm. So we can confirm. And like one of the calls we get often is this legit? Can I actually just click on this email and receive 100% of the price I paid for my warranty? By the way, even if you used it, even if you redeemed it, and it doesn't affect the ongoing duration of your warranty. So you keep all the benefits of your warranty and get a refund that, as it stands, will represent 100% of what you paid,
and
which could be significant.
This is unique to Quebec.
This is unique to Quebec because of Article 228.1 of our Consumer Protection Act.
So when you talk about extended warranties, I mean, you could pay, I don't know, as little as $10 or $20, depending on what you bought. But are you suggesting that if you had something really expensive, I don't know, maybe you bought an air conditioner, something that cost hundreds or maybe even $1,000 or more, if you paid for that warranty, you get all of that back?
Absolutely. So
wow.
They range from $2 for headphones to probably several hundreds of dollars, maybe $1,000 for one of those crazy big screen TVs that they have bought for the Super Bowl. Assuming they didn't return them, of course. But that being said, you would get back all of that back. Now there is a cap. The settlement is worth $2.75 million. There's a cap. So if at a certain point, if the claims outdo the cap, then they would be reduced pro rata. But as it stands, we are not close to the cap, and so we encourage people to go claim so we can hit the cap, and then so that as we get to the magic number where everybody receives 100% and there's no money left on the table.
Okay. So again, if you bought anything on Amazon here in Quebec, either on Amazon.ca or Amazon.com, and you paid for an extended warranty, that money that you paid can in fact come back to you, all of it, and the warranty remains in effect, which is pretty amazing. So you basically got a free extended warranty at the end of all this.
It's a very, very good deal. It's going to be submitted to the court for approval on February 20th, and then we look forward to moving forward.
So wait. When you say submitted to the court, if I get that email today and I click on it, am I definitely getting my money back?
So the chances of I don't want to be presumptuous, but we believe that the settlement will be approved by the court on February 20th. We're in front of one of the Superior Court justices who has already reviewed the settlement prior to approving the notices. I just can't go on radio and say it will be approved, but the likelihood of it being approved and ratified is very high.
So regardless, if you did get that email, you go ahead and follow through, and if it works, it works. If not, you haven't lost anything.
Absolutely.
Okay.
There's absolutely no cost. The next step hopefully the next step is anyone who made the claim, and there's been, and this is public information as it stands, there's been more than 20,000 people who have submitted claims.
Wow.
So anyone who submits that claim, their next step will be an e-transfer coming from the claims administrator. We invite everybody to go on auto deposit, so there's not that whole additional step of requiring a password, which we, of course, take care of. But if you're on auto deposit, the next thing you'll know is you'll receive an email saying you've been refunded X amount of dollars, and thank you for making your claim.
Thank you indeed. All right, Joey, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Have a good weekend.
You too. There's a nice way to start the day. I mean, if you did buy something on Amazon, like, maybe a big screen TV or something like that, or a kitchen appliance, and you paid hundreds of dollars for an extended warranty, yay, welcome to Quebec. You get that money back in this class action lawsuit, if it's approved, which he says it seems it will be. Again, and to his point, if you do get an email, we've all been warned, right? Careful, scam emails, phishing emails, whatever. But there you go. If it talks about a class action settlement, it's legit. Click on it. You could be getting a bunch of dough back.